They can't stop greatness, not even prison bars. He's the man who redefined dancehall, a global icon, a controversial figure, and a legend whose music still runs the streets, even from behind bars. This is the story of Adidja Azim Palmer, better known to the world as Vybz Kartel. But how did one man rise from the streets of Portmore to build an empire that refused to die, even from inside a prison cell? January 7th, 1976. Portmore, Jamaica. In a place where life wasn't easy, a young Adidja Azim Palmer found power in something no one could take from him: his words. He grew up in a tough environment, but his talent was undeniable. While others dreamed, he was writing, spitting rhymes with the hunger of someone who had nothing to lose. By the early 1990s, he was already recording. But it wasn't until 2002 that the world started paying attention. Kartel joined Bounty Killer's legendary alliance, learning, rising, sharpening his sound. Then, he broke away to stand on his own. And then came the hits: Romping Shop, Clark's, Dancehall Hero. Songs that didn't just play in Jamaica, they echoed across the globe. By the mid-2000s, Vybz Kartel was no longer just another artist. He was the artist, the man who owned the stage, the streets, and the sound, the world boss. His raw lyrics, bold image, and unmatched stage presence made him unstoppable. Jamaica didn't just listen to Kartel, they lived him. And soon, the world followed. Kartel built his own empire, founding Adidja Records, pushing his music on his own terms. Collaborations and influences reached global icons, from Rihanna to Major Lazer. His love for Clark's shoes turned into a worldwide fashion wave. What he wore, the world wanted. And with albums like Up 2D Time, More Up 2D Time, and Kingston Story, he stamped his name in music history. Not just a dancehall star, a global cultural force. But for every rise, there's a storm. And for Vybz Kartel, that storm came loud, fast, and dangerous. Kartel's career was never quiet. His fiery lyrics and street dominance sparked intense feuds, most famously with Mavado. And outside the studio, trouble followed. Over the years, he faced multiple arrests. But in 2011, everything changed. Kartel was charged with murder. After a long, explosive trial, he was convicted in 2014, sentenced to life in prison, with a chance at parole after 35 years. But this isn't where the story ends. Even from behind bars, Kartel fought appeal after appeal, and in 2024, his case continued to shake Jamaica's legal system. Most artists disappear when the cell door closes. Kartel? He broke records. Hit songs kept dropping. His voice never went silent. Behind the image of the world boss, there's a man, a father, a husband, a symbol. His real name is Adidja Azim Palmer. And long before the world knew him, Tanisha Shorty Johnson was by his side. More than a partner, she became part of his legacy. Kartel is a father to at least 7 children. 2 of them, Lickle Vybz and Lickle Addy, are already carving their own path in dancehall, carrying their father's fire into a new generation. Even behind bars, he stays close, through calls, visits, and the bond only family can understand. Because no matter the walls around him, some connections can't be broken. Vybz Kartel didn't just live the dancehall life, he defined it. From the streets to the spotlight, everything about him spoke one language: power. Known for his luxury taste, the designer fits, the jewelry, the flashy rides, Kartel carried himself like a king, and the world called him T'Cha. But it wasn't just image. Kartel was a businessman. He built Adidja Records, pushed music like a brand, and made smart moves with endorsements and influence. His estimated net worth? Between 1 to 5 million US dollars, and that's while serving time. A reminder that even without physical freedom, his presence still runs the game. Some artists make hits. Others make history. Vybz Kartel did both. He inspired a generation, not just in Jamaica, but across the world. Kartel pioneered a new sound for dancehall: auto-tune, gritty storytelling, and raw emotion. A sound the industry would copy again and again. From London to Lagos, New York to Kingston, his influence is everywhere. Artists call him a legend. Fans call him the Michael Jackson of dancehall. Even after years behind bars, his songs still chart. His voice still moves people. Because legends don't fade, they echo. Even behind bars, he built a legacy too powerful to be silenced. From humble beginnings in Portmore to global stardom, from fiery controversies to a legacy that refuses to die. Vybz Kartel's journey is one of triumph, talent, and unshakable influence. Love him or hate him, Vybz Kartel is more than an artist. He's a movement, a voice, a legend. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the icons who changed the world. See you in the next one.